Students and families, it's Mr. Deckard. Just wanted to hop on and make a video real quick. Make sure everybody's ready to go into this next week of virtual and online learning. Make sure everybody has the resources they need. Everybody's able to access Zoom and get the things that they need to do best in this virtual classroom that they'll be taking place. So a few things I'm going to show you is if you still need a Chromebook or a computer, I'm going to show you where to go for that and how to set up a delivery, or it's actually a set up pickup for that at this point in time. So that'll be objective one. Then we're going to hop over to Zoom. Make sure everybody knows where to go to download Zoom for their Chromebooks, or if you're using another device for that as well. And then we're just going to go over a few, just a little bit of etiquette and policies and procedure of what it's going to be like in a Zoom classroom when you get logged in. Many of you have already been in the Zoom classroom, so you're ready to go, but we just want to make sure that everybody across the board is set. So just real quick, if you're needing to still get a laptop, if you have yet to get a laptop and don't know where to go to get them, you're going to go to this link right up here, bostonpublicschools.org/laptop, and you'll be brought to this page. If you've yet to get a laptop, you're just going to click this form right here, pick the language that you want. I speak English the best, so I'm going to select English, and you'll just put your ID number, if you need a laptop, yes or no, and do you have Wi-Fi, and you'll click submit. The Wi-Fi is really important because we can also help you get internet if you do not have internet. So check that box because that just helps us down the road when we're going to that question. So we're going to go back over here for a moment. So this is back to that bostonpublicschools.org/laptop page. And there's a few other options here. Again, if you need help getting internet, there's some resources right there that you can go to. If your laptop breaks, you have any problems with your laptop, you're going to want to fill out this form right here also. And same type thing, I just need help with. My Chromebook is broken. I can't log into my Chromebook. Fill out the information the best you can and hit submit. And someone from Boston Public Schools will actually be able to help you quicker than I'd be able to. So that's going to be your best bet for that. And you can see there's some other resources right there with that also. So after you fill out that form, BPS is supposed to send you an email with a PIN number and a link to a delivery system. Sometimes that doesn't happen right away or it gets lost in the shuffle somewhere. So you can always contact me to get the info. But this is the link right here, and I can send this out later to anybody who needs it. But you'd go to this link right here, and this gets you into the reservation system to finalize your reservation for your computer. You're going to just put your ID number right here in the login information, and then there's going to be a 4-digit PIN number that I'll have access to after you make the request, or the BPS will email it to you. You'll put that in there. You'll just click login. You'll be able to select one of two locations to go pick it up and a specific time to go pick it up. And they do ask for a specific time for safety reasons. So you can go, one's in Dorchester and one's in East Boston, I believe. I don't have a login and PIN number, so I can't actually log in right now. But so you would just, again, ID, PIN number, pick a location, pick a date and time, and you can go pick it up. And so that is the reservation system. So if you've yet to get a laptop, that's what you want to do, and BPS can still hook you up with a Chromebook that way. And so we're just going to hop over to Zoom real quick. There's a couple things I'm going to show you. Here is a step-by-step, and I'll get this link out to you guys also, a step-by-step for how to download Zoom to your Chromebook. I'm going to show you to the best I can. I'm not on a Chromebook, so I can't do it exactly. I'm going to show you a little more specifically than this, but this link will give you step-by-step instructions on getting Zoom onto your Chromebook. Since most of you are using Chromebooks, we're going to focus on that the most. So the easiest way, when you log into your Chromebook, everybody has access to the Chrome Web Store. You're going to go to the Chrome Web Store. If you can't find it, just open your browser and type Chrome Web Store in, and it'll pop up. And then you're going to search for Zoom. And it'll bring you to a screen like this. And then all you're going to have to do is hit Add to Chrome. You should be able to add Zoom right to your Chromebook. And you should be all set. You can just look through here just real quick, a couple screenshots. Eventually your login screen is going to look like this. Your teacher is going to give you a number and you're going to put your name or address in to be able to log in as well. And so you will be all set to go. I do want to talk about logging in just real quick. So I'm going to hop over to my login screen just real quick. And so I'm going to go into sign in. In some cases, when you join the meeting, it'll just ask you for your name and maybe that number. And you'll want to put your name accurately in there, who you actually are. It's fun to make up names and put funny names and different nicknames and stuff in there, but teachers won't always know who you are, and they have to approve you getting into the classroom. So it is important for you to use your real name so teachers know who you are. There might also be an option to where you can sign in with an email address. If you do that, that's all right too. You'll hit sign in with Google and you'll type in your Boston Public School email information. Here's my Boston Public School stuff. I'm already logged in, so it's going to take me in. Um, and it'll open up that app for you and get you into your meetings. And so if you need help finding your Boston Public School email address and password, you can ask a teacher or even ask me. It's rdeckard at bostongreenacademy.org. And I'll answer you and make sure you understand your email address and password. But all the teachers have that information as well. And so hop back over here. Again, so this is for Chromebooks. There's a few of you out there that are using parents' computers and other types of devices. So for you, I'm going to recommend that you go to zoom.us/download, and there's different applications. The first one's going to be the application for whatever computer you're on. So download that so you can get logged in that way. If you're using a tablet or another type of device, both Apple and Android have those apps. So just go to the App Store or the Google Play Store and get that downloaded for whatever device you are. And the same type thing, you'll get to a login screen. Eventually, you'll want to use your real name or your BPS email address to log in so teachers know who you are when you're logging in. So that gets us through making sure you have a device and how to get Zoom onto your device. The last thing that I just want to talk about real quick is just some proper Zoom etiquette for when you are in a meeting. So it feels like we're not in real classrooms right now, but we need to treat these as close as we can to real classrooms. So I'm going to give you a few tips on how to make this happen the best you can. You can see we have some rules for the teachers on this side and rules for you, the students and participants on this side. And so you can see the first one, open the link to the meeting, but do not share it with others unless you are given permission to share it. So it's really important that unless it's someone in your class, that nobody else is getting in that classroom for safety reasons and security reasons. So do your best not to share that link with anybody. The teacher can get it to all the students that need it, and they will do so. So just make sure you're not sharing that link with people, especially outside of the school. The next tip is to choose a quiet, distraction-free place to participate in your meeting. And this can be hard when you're at home, especially if you have siblings or other people around. But it's best for you if you can set up a spot to where you're not going to be distracted and you can focus on your teacher for the time that you're going to be in your meeting and best be able to get that stuff done. And it's also important to make sure you're not distracting other people on the meeting by making funny faces and doing things that you shouldn't be. Next, you should be keeping yourself muted when you're not speaking. You may also want to turn your video off. For the most part, I think teachers are going to want your video to stay on, and they can control your mute, but it's just good etiquette, and it's just nice of you to stay muted. That way, if there's any noise in the room, that you are joining the meeting and that it's not distracting other people. So muting is always the way to go. And number 4, of course, always be kind to others. Again, it feels like we're not in a real classroom, but it's just like being in a real classroom. So your general respect and responsibility and rules of just being a decent human being should always apply. And you should treat it just like you are in person and stay kind to other people during the meeting. And that goes right into number 5. We're going to follow our normal meeting norms, right? So even though we're online and not in person, we're going to treat it just like we are sitting in our building over at BGA. Number 6, for security purposes and privacy purposes, it's important that you do not take screenshots and record this meeting and post it later. I know it's really fun to want to get that cool um, TikTok video going of people on their Zoom meeting, or the Snapchat or whatever. But it's very important that you don't do that for privacy for other people. And so that's just a good rule to follow. And last but not least, a lot could be going on in a classroom. Up to 20 people could be in a meeting with you. So there's going to be tools that will be in there to where you can raise your hand, or even do a public chat, or send a request over to the teacher, so you can ask questions and be able to share your thoughts and your opinion. So you'll be able to see those tools when you log in. So these are just some basic tips to follow while you're in these Zoom meetings. I hope this is helpful for everybody. If you have any questions, you can always email me at rdeckard@bostongreenacademy.org, and I'll answer the questions to the best of my ability. Hope everybody stays well, and we'll see you later.